If you've ever dreamed of editing videos while traveling the world, but you're overwhelmed, don't know where to start, or scared you'll never make real money doing it, this video is for you. In this 13-minute video, I'm going to show you exactly how to become a location-independent video editor in just 90 days using a 12-week step-by-step roadmap that takes you from complete beginner to somebody who confidently gets paid for their video editing services. And that's exactly what I do. I edit videos for YouTube channels with over 1 million subscribers. If you don't take action now, a year from now, your editing won't be better, your inbox will not be full of clients, and your dream of a fully stamped passport will still just be a dream. It took me 10 years to figure this out, but you can get there in just 90 days if you implement this exact structure. Let's get into it. If you're cooking a meal, you need the right ingredients for that. Now, the same applies to video editing. And picking the right ingredients can feel like a nightmare, so let me simplify it for you. I recommend Final Cut Pro if you want to get started as soon as possible. It requires the least processing power from your MacBook. Plus, there's a whole ecosystem of plugins out there that make your workflow a lot faster. Oh, and it's a one-time purchase. Unlike other editing softwares out there. There's a lot of people out there talking about Premiere Pro. It's definitely better if you need your projects to be compatible with Windows or integrated with After Effects, but I actually think Final Cut makes more sense if you just like a more intuitive software. So if you literally don't have the $299 to purchase Final Cut Pro today, I mean, go with DaVinci Resolve. It's free, or go for a free trial period of Adobe Premiere Pro. Actually, side note from editor Dario here, Apple released, since the recording of this video, a subscription model to Final Cut Pro for $12.99 per month. Little side note. So, back to the video. It literally doesn't matter that much because a lot of the skills that you learn in any of these softwares actually carry over in case you need to switch over later. So don't stress about which software you pick at the start. Once you choose your footage, look for a long-form editing tutorial that breaks down everything step by step and gives you practice footage to edit along with. Because it's so much better to learn by doing compared to just watching a YouTube tutorial and not taking any action yourself. You can use the rest of week 1 to create your first project. I still remember my first edit where I made a parkour video on my local playground, and I mean, it was awful, but it did teach me way more than I ever would have learned by just watching YouTube tutorials. All right, let me get rid of this because it's getting pretty hot, man. Week 2, repetition and practice. Start by choosing one of these 3 video project ideas. The first one being a TikTok short with captions. The second one being a YouTube long-form talking head video, or the third one being a cinematic B-roll montage with music. You can use free stock footage for all of these. This week, do not aim for perfection, just aim for progress. You want to start building the muscle memory that's necessary for you to recognize the elements of a great video edit, being pacing, cutting, color, sound design, and emotion. At the same time, you're gonna start watching 1 to 2 videos per day of either editors or creators that you look up to, and you're gonna ask yourself, why did they make a cut here? How did they build up energy and then slow it down so suddenly? What sound effects did they layer in? How did music and pacing work together to create emotion? You're training what I call your editor's eye, which means that you can watch a video and figure out why they made certain decisions in the editing process, what elements they used for that, and how they were put together to create the desired outcome. Week 3 and 4, choose your lane, your niche. All videos can basically be put into 3 categories: educational, entertainment, and commercial. And each of these categories has different niches. There's talking heads, podcasts, courses, vlogs, gaming, weddings, events, and so much more. Personally, I have experimented with a lot of these, big brands, crazy travel vlogs, and way more. But I ended up falling in love with educational content. It just resonated the most with me. You, on the other hand, might prefer working on entertainment videos, like one of these channels. Just choose whatever feels right to you. No matter what you edit, the fundamentals remain always exactly the same. It always comes down to pacing, sound, visuals, and emotion. That all being said, don't get lost in picking the perfect niche, because you don't need a plan for the next 3 years. You just need a plan for the next 3 months. And if you don't know where to find footage to play around with, you can either use free stock footage websites like Pexels or Pixabay, or you just record your own footage like I'm doing right now. So by the end of these weeks, you should have a niche in mind and a couple of projects that fit this exact style. Weeks 5 to 7 offer free work the right way. So now it's time to get your foot in the door and start practicing your skills. You see, this is where most internet gurus, they tell you, just DM 100 people per day. Forget that. Don't be another editor lost in someone's message request folder. Here's what actually works. Talk to people in real life. Talk to them in cafes, co-working spaces, the gym, or even just on the street. You see somebody filming, working on a laptop, something cool, walk up to them and start a conversation. Ask them about their setup, what camera they have, what they're working on, basically anything. You want to give them a compliment and, very important, offer value. There's a crazy storm going on right now. Look at this. You see the water drops on the window? I'm not sure if you can hear it in the audio, but there's a crazy thunderstorm going on. You see all the water going down? Oh yeah. It's pouring, baby. It's pouring. Basically, whenever you connect with somebody, you want to say something along the lines of, if you want, I can edit a short video for you so you can see what I mean. No begging, no please hire me, sir. Just let them know what you can do for them. Ooh, but Dario, I'm scared and shy to go up and talk to people. Do it anyways, bro. Like most video editors, they're actually nerds with zero social skills. So basically, this is your chance to stand out. Because you see, when people meet you in person, they remember you. They feel your energy, your passion, and also your confidence. And when you message them later, you're no longer a stranger. Instead, you're the cool guy from the cafe who offered them to help. Like, why would they not answer? So later that day, you send them a voice note along the lines of, "What's up, Daniel? It was really cool to meet you at the cafe. You know, I actually had an idea for one of your videos, so I cut up something quickly for you to show you what I meant. By the way, if you ever need any more videos like this, I'd love to have a chat with you." Simple. Don't pressure them. Just, show them that you're there to help them. So there's a couple goals for this week. First, you want to land 2 to 3 test projects or clients. Then you want to get real-world feedback from these people. But most importantly, you want to do everything you can to, first of all, over-deliver, but also make them remember you. Week 8, build a simple portfolio. Your portfolio is your passport. It gets you places. So take your best 3 to 5 edits, the ones that came from talking to real people, and whatever you do not use Google Drive. And put them somewhere clean and simple, like Framer, Card, or Notion. You don't need a portfolio full of special effects. You just need a few videos that show that you understand pacing, clarity, and story, and that you work with real people. Even though it was free work, still, it's real people. It's good to have a few videos to show to people when connecting with them early on. And as you travel and you meet new people, you can of course update your portfolio. Weeks 9 and 10 turn free work into paid work. So after working with a few clients for free, you're gonna ask each of those clients for a short video testimonial. This will give you credibility for potential future clients. And when they give you a good testimonial, proving that you're happy with your service, try and upsell them on a paid retainer package. So go from free work with them to paid work. Now, a lot of these clients, they are gonna say no, but if you gave them real results, some of them are gonna say yes. At the same time, you wanna keep meeting new people at coffee bars, co-working spaces, etc., and keep building momentum from what's already working. At this stage, your goal is simple. You want to aim to make your first $500 to $1,000 per month. Now, it may take longer, and that's fine. You see, when I started, like 8 years ago, I didn't charge clients until multiple months of having worked with them. I was just too afraid. And a lot of editors out there, they actually have the same problem. They're just not confident in their work. So don't be afraid to ask money for your work, because honestly, this client probably can't do it themselves. And so they need someone like you to help them. If clients are happy with your work, they'll happily pay for your services. Wait, I think it stopped raining. Weeks 11 to 12, leverage your freedom. So these final weeks are about leveraging your income and finally living the life you've been dreaming of. Because let me tell you a secret, you don't need to make 10K per month to live like a king. I don't make that kind of money either. You just need to be smart about where you live. When I first started, I was stuck in my room in Belgium, in the cold, surrounded by grumpy people, telling me to be realistic about my dreams. Now, I spend $1,000 per month in Bangkok. I live on the 32nd floor of an amazing building with a swimming pool, a rooftop garden, and the closest I've gotten to cooking for myself is wearing a chef's hat for this video. All for $1,000. That's rent, food, day trips, and even weekly massages. So instead of grinding for years to afford a luxury life back at home, you can start living it now by working remotely from a place where your money is worth more. Because while most video editors are stuck in an office or behind their desk in a dark room, you could be editing from a high-end co-working space in Bangkok, or a coffee shop in Vietnam, or the beach in Mexico, and all for the same price as your old rent. And here's the mindset that I wish I had 10 years ago, back when I started. Every project you work on should either increase your finances, your skill set, or your freedom. If it's not doing at least one of those things, man, it's just a distraction. So ask yourself this question: are you finally gonna start building the life you've always dreamed of? Or are you gonna close this video and a year from now, are you still gonna be dreaming about traveling the world, visiting these cool places, and still be stuck in, well, let's be honest, the exact same situation you are right now? Listen, I made a roadmap for you to download. Don't worry, it's free. You can download it for free. The link is in the description, and it's the exact roadmap I covered in this video. I really hope this video helped you out and you actually got something from it. If you do want to take location-independent video editing seriously, then subscribe to the channel so you can stick around for more tips and tricks on how to actually build this life for yourself. I hope you got a lot of value from this video, and if you want to learn how I color grade like a pro, even though I'm colorblind, you can check this video out next, where I explain exactly how to do this with ChatGPT.